Da 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 da. Hello, welcome back. Today we got some more train stuff, but probably more practical train stuff, and even
I like
better
trains.
drone stuff. Drone
There's some drone
stuff.
stuff. I don't plan to be impressed by the drone stuff.
Which
I
Fed
don't know
mess
about
up
it
drone
yet.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of work that you could see off in the distance on a rocket fuel factory. Oh, nice. Containers aren't rendering, but the pipes are. Fun. Um, And now it's just a matter of getting all the right parts to that building. So instead of trying to find the perfect place to build a rocket fuel factory, which is Blue Crater, I am trying to just get the rocket fuel from or get all the parts for the rocket fuel from where they are, as in random places on the map, like up here, to less random places on the map, like my factory. It's super interesting, right? I already got sulfur set up. I gotta get coal, and I gotta get nitrogen. And nitrogen is one that's proving to be a little bit of a pain in the butt for me because where I decided to put it is there's not a lot of space for a train station, although there is already another train station. Problem being is I need to put it on the third station, which would have to go here, and I have to reroute all of this and have to rebuild all of that. So I'm trying to figure out just where to put the station so that I can just bring pipes down to it. And that's where I'm at right now. What about you, Finn?
I'm playing with Notepad++ because I'm an adult.
Uh, I don't like it. Why are you
Well,
being an adult?
so the drone shenanigans, I want a particular name for each port, so I'm just listing things out so I can copy and paste it because I'm not smart. I make spelling mistakes and then I get made fun of for them. So I do things like this to keep my life in some semblance of order.
Boo, order
Because
bad.
I agree. I agree. But I get a bunch of. So my general thing for the drones I've found that works is if whatever you're delivering, I label it, it's destination or depot for it. And if it's giving off that item, I'll put it as distro.
Ah,
So, and, it's location, for example, space elevator, then item type, smart plating or nuclear pasta or whatever. And then whether it's a distro point for that or if it's a depot collecting the item, we shall see.
that is pretty difficult then.
It really, really is.
Well, I got this fun chaos going on here. I'm gonna paint all of this nitrogen gray. Figure nitrogen is actually clear, and since I don't have clear paint, this will do.
Wait. You mean you're not doing it in the proper color for nitrogen?
Well, nitrogen is colorless.
But you're not doing it properly? I have a concern with this then.
Defined properly.
Done in a way that I don't have to make fun of you for.
Oh, I can't do that. Sorry.
Okay.
It'll just never
It's,
work.
I mean, okay. That's, I guess that's what it is.
It is what it is. Also,
So,
there was,
that's,
another mini update to Satisfactory, which reported to fix some of the map bugs and other things on dedicated servers. One that I really wanted to fix is the hypertube selection, which doesn't work currently. They need to fix that. All right, Fed, where do I put this station?
that
Should I rebuild the copper
Station?
pickup station and make it copper and
I don't know where you are, what you're talking about. Use more words. I like more words.
I don't like words. Give me a second.
Well, I can't see you, so that's kind
Yeah, you
of
can see me.
yeah. I see you over at a thing doing a
There
majigger.
you go. I shared for you.
You did. That's good. Okay, so you're over here with some copper. What are you doing with this copper?
So this copper goes from here to the aluminum to make the all-clad aluminum sheets so that we can have Mark V belts. I could rebuild this, make it a little bigger, and run all of this nitrogen into it. Just extend it by a couple of platforms. I can't
Okay.
remember which, I think it's the third platform that I'm getting nitrogen for the rocket fuel, but there's so much here. Like this is a lot. It's that it's going to be, I need at least two, right? Train cars coming out of here. And that will mean I can deliver nitrogen there and then somewhere else eventually when I figure out where that is.
It's important to know where that is. I
Yep.
mean, some people would argue it's important to know where you are, but I like this thing that gets us items. I do appreciate that.
I think I'll go one more. So if I do that, then I need to move the copper pickup back to a different place.
Oh, you should totally put the copper pickup in a different place. That's
Nah, that makes sense.
yeah, but
And then this
you
will
know,
become a fluid freight platform that I will load from the other side. All right. I've got ideas.
be
Are
careful,
they
don't
good
hurt yourself.
ideas? We do not know.
That's fair.
Away.
I never quite know. But at least I got chicken.
All right, Leroy.
You know, I'm not happy with how half this drone situation that I'm doing here. So we had talked about having each item be having its own line into the space elevator, and it's not jiving. That's, I mean, no, not
Did you
terribly
jump,
well.
jive, and then wail?
No, I wailed, then I jumped and jived, which is
Yeah,
the
that's
jiving is probably what
That's your
got
problem, I
me.
think. You gotta jump, jive, and then wail.
Yeah, but where do I wail to?
Away.
Oh. So as long as it's away, it's totally fine.
I don't know, I didn't write the song.
I was relying on you for information about this, and I'm vastly disappointed.
As you should be.
I don't know where they get the names like originally. I know they're all like Icelandic names, but
I don't know if it's Icelandic, but yeah, it's some.
I mean Finnish, a general world area. I don't
So American.
claim to be a well-traveled man. But some of the names are definitely interesting. Lots of consonants.
Yeah, I definitely like all the variety there. I saw one earlier that I hadn't seen before. That was quite complex. It was like 4 words, and I want to see more of that. I like that.
It does make me want to like Google some stuff and like Google Earth and check out the places.
Freaking Earth. That place.
It can be traumatic and trial sometimes.
Nudge. Gotta love the nudge. So eventually I will connect these up to where they look like they're not
Hamburg.
free-floating.
I know that place. It's a place. I think it's French.
It's German.
No, it was part of France at one point.
Was it?
I mean, they were part of the same country at one point in time. Might have been in the late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, too soon, man. Too soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible person.
That is true.
I vastly over-engineered the amount of places here, I think. I mean, I think I overdid it by 1. So.
I have a dog that wants in my lap. Come on, dog. Get in my lap. Jump up. Be a good dog.
Oh, no.
Say hi.
I overdid it
I'm
by
the dog.
2, and that's pretty neat.
Is it a great way to keep in shape, though?
No, they're drones, so they just fly around for you, so it's not terribly helpful. But I will have space to receive all space elevator parts, although piping them in, I'm still not 100% comfortable on that. It's not up to the point I'd want it to be.
Well, I do not know what your goals are here, so I cannot be of much help today.
We had talked about doing this in a real world sense. Like, if you were the person on the planet trying to build this, you'd set it up so you didn't have to go back and set things up again. Like, you wouldn't set up a production run for space elevator parts for the plating and then change it to automated wiring.
Right.
You wouldn't do that. You'd have all the pipes available to go in, and that's where I'm running into my problem, because I need about 3 more openings on the space elevator, so each of the parts could be piped directly in. And if I have to share a line, if I got to share a line with them, you're going to get one part that ships one too many, and it'll be a problem. So that's what I'm currently trying to see what I can do about that. And is there a way to manually turn off a belt or to let a certain amount of items pass, like a check of some sort?
No, not straight.
See, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
If it was a network-powered rigmarole that you could set to, hey, allow 100 automated wires through, and stop after it does that.
Yeah, there is no way that I know of to do that if you have fully automated production for those things. The only way to do it would be to pre-populate all of the items that you need for that into like a storage container, and then it would just run out. But that's not what you're looking for.
Correct.
I think there are mods that do things like this, and mods are something I haven't worked with in this game. I'm kind of interested to try out eventually. So maybe when we're done with this run, we can think about something like that.
All right then. But
heck,
the other thing we talked about, which I think would be really cool, would be, and we probably mentioned it before, not that anyone listened to us, but having weekly turn-ins or being able to build a second spaceship. Like, why can't I build a second spaceship?
Yeah, I mean, then why would you send somebody here just to build
one ship and then Good luck. We'll see you later.
Yeah, it is. I don't think that's how you should do it.
You've allegedly saved our planet. And okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, technically, they don't say you saved the planet. You saved the day. And
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
only sent
I
one
mean,
ship,
I
so
don't know exactly what the day is, but it was saved.
the day is probably long. What that means, I don't claim to know.
I also don't know.
Hmm.
All right, I gotta find the train that I probably broke. Change the name from Zeewold to what's some good copper here? Naming train stations. Copper and nitrogen.
Nitro Express and Penny Express come to mind, but
Well, for the train station, I'm just going to call it nitro copper. I'm really not creative when it comes to naming things like this. And functional. I think I said this last time. I want functional solutions.
you do things. I don't know about them, but you do them.
I do things on occasion. Sometimes I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Not terribly sure how I feel about them on any given point in time, but there we are.
Sometimes I do stuff. You know, when things aren't available, I do stuff.
Uh, why? Like why doesn't the stupid stackable convoy pole actually just stack over belts that are in place? Why?
I don't know. Maybe if you didn't call it stupid, it might work better for you. You're hurting its feelings.
Um, I don't believe that. I don't
Yeah,
believe it
maybe.
has feelings.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. Zero shits are being given right now. That is how I feel about that. Go on, make me change my mind.
No,
Okay.
I think that's an appropriate number of shits to be given.
I can build through it and have it snap correctly, but I cannot like I can't place it over it nicely, having it knowing that it's going to snap. Just really, really don't like that.
Oh, Muffin.
I don't ask for a lot. I don't think I ask for a lot. I think I want reasonable things in a reasonable time and
Yeah, see, that's
method.
the mistake. That's the mistake. You want reasonable things. We can't have that.
That's unfortunately true.
And I'm sure that for some reason it is your fault. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I don't know that I believe you about that.
I like that theory though, that it is your fault.
Oh, as long as you acknowledge that it's a theory and not anywhere near fact, then I'm pretty okay with it.
Actually, it's not even a very good theory. You can't really test it.
You're a test. How about that, Mr. Rude
Thanks.
McPants? I don't know. Not my best work, I will admit.
Rude McPants. I
Well,
like it.
I'll stand by what I said.
It's because I'm Irish, right?
Actually, I just wanted to offend you in any given way. I didn't care how. So I mean, it's really as long as you were offended, I was very happy.
Keep pressing the wrong key. Why is curve not curving? At least noodle is noodling. I find noodle to be the most forgiving of the pipe build modes. Yeah! You know what I should do?
I don't know what you should do. Oh, I built that on the wrong thing, damn it. Why would you let me build it on the wrong thing, Malt?
I don't know. I'm gonna put some buffers. Buffers. Buffers.
It's...
I'm gonna use these because I don't think I have enough room for the big guys.
Yes, I want a merger.
Oh, they're building into the floors. Dang it. Maybe I do have enough room for the big guys when I eventually make some more space for them.
Hey, you probably have enough room for the big guys. Just, be all excited about that.
I am.
Yeah,
Stack
you would
them
be.
too.
Yeah, you would.
I like stacking things.
These are all things that I, in fact, would believe.
I thought dogs laid eggs. I learned something.
That's oof. Yeah.
I don't know why I like that quote.
What is a quote from?
It's a Family Guy quote. It's just kind of non sequitur. It's the episode where Brian impersonates somebody's dog, or the racing dog.
Family Guy has a non sequitur? Surely you must jest.
Of course I jest, and don't call me Charlie.
Really? That's...
That's where you're gonna...
No, it conveniently worked in that stance, but I was trying to do an elevator, and if you stack two of the splitters or any such components on top of each other, then
Oh, you're not sighing about my joke. I thought you were sighing about my joke. I'm like, that's what's gonna make you sigh.
No, I've known you for long enough. I know it's just it's a loss. Some things are a lost cause.
I like to think of it as I am unstoppable.
Yes, you're invincible. So we talked about fuel and drones a long time ago. For some reason, I feel like you had me take the output of a drone fuel port where it's fueling an area and pipe its intake back into its output. And I don't remember why. Or maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
You're not remembering wrong. So what the goal of that is if you're making a whole system of drones, right? You want fuel to go from one location to some other location, right? But you may have multiple little areas where you have drones all over the map. And to get fuel to all of those drones, it's convenient to build what I was calling a cycle. I don't know if there are any other good names for it, but that's what I called it. Where the drones all share the fuel right? So you're sending them around in a big circle all across the map, and the fuel that you're sending gets distributed across that entire big circle of drones. And so when you have one drone that's dedicated to delivering fuel from your source of fuel, it'll fly to point A, the first
Mm-hmm.
little outpost that you have. It drops off its fuel, fuels up itself, that drone port, and any other drone ports that are in that area. And then you have a drone from that port go on to point B, and then from point B to point C. And they all do the same thing. They all drop off everything they have and then pipe it back into their own incoming so that whatever doesn't get used then returns back to that cycle and keeps traveling all around. And eventually that all fills up and you just have enough fuel in every place that has drones. And so you don't need to worry about fueling up these other drone stations anymore. You also have to split it off and run it to all the other drones in those areas. So there's that too.
Okay. So that's what I was doing. Is that something you plan on having here? Or the fuel for these drones just going to be? Are we just doing drones in this spot since we have trains everywhere else? I'd be content either way.
I think we'll want to do drones in other spots. I wanted to do drone battery, like make batteries for drones instead of fuel, like rocket fuel, and use all the fuel to do power stations.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, rocket fuel is pretty good, but the battery is a
So for
pretty
right now,
equivalent.
should I plan to take the output from here?
Yeah, because
and pipe it back in?
it'll be the same thing with batteries as it would be with fuel. So yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay. You're free to do as you want, as long as you do it my way.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Oh, you stupid. I don't know how you got in here. You don't belong in here.
It's my game, man. It's my server. Don't talk to me like that.
No, the giant bean tick creature.
They do get in the way.
I had walls up,
Right.
and then I didn't.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of trains that are like broken. Let's see. Now this is why when we have these named the way they are, I get confused.
What? Because you don't have good names on them? You have bad names on them, and that you should feel bad? Because I like it when you feel bad.
I do feel bad.
It brings me joy. Right, I am brought joy.
You've joined the game.
Well,
right, so
I bugged out.
McCopperface, which seems to be doing its thing again. That one is just. Let's see if I can figure out which ones are bugged. No, I can't because it won't let me scroll the map. Ooh. Fossil Fuel Fury is fine. Oh, what's this one?
It's what?
Train. Yeah, its name is Train. Coppery McCopperface is there. What is this one? Penny Soda Express. Where's Penny Soda Express? All right, you need to come here. So since I removed the old one, the trains don't have the destination for here. So Penny Soda Express is now operational, but it didn't have. Oh, it's docking now. Okay. So it didn't have any other destination, so it's stuck there. So hopefully it'll unload and then everyone else will just work. Copperface is number 3 in line. Why can't I scroll? All right, so that's moving. And that makes your radio flyer. The aluminum casings for radios is working. McCopperface should be working. And Train! What is Train doing?
Train is not a train? Train is a terrible name. I don't like Train.
I know what it's doing. It's delivering aluminum to the home station. I don't know what that. I wanted to remove that train actually, but
Yeah, but did you? All talk
naming
and
it
no remove
removed me.
train.
I know. So I did try to name something nice. Uh, for the sulfur, I named it the Rotten Egg Express.
Hey, you're bad, and you should feel bad. I just want you to know that.
Your displeasure brings me joy.
That's kind of what I thought. But all right, you know, your inadequate names aside.
All right. I shall soon be delivering nitrogen. So nitrogen is mostly air.
Well, no, wait. Air is mostly nitrogen.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, doctor.
So
I totally believe you, by the way. You totally meant that.
I did. I just got my backwards words.
Mm-hmm. Can get away
This
with.
to only load nitrogen. I probably did it too late.
Man, the building can't be nudged. That's incredibly lame.
Which building can be nudged?
The splitter and merger and such cannot be nudged. Words are hard.
Words are bad.
I do feel bad. That's true. And this belt is going the wrong way, so that's not a help.
Have you tried using your words?
No, I'm legally not allowed. Why the fuck would you? Ugh. Rebel. Belts are not kind. I don't know if you're aware of this.
I've never really talked to them much. I've had no reason
Yeah.
to assess their kindness. Are they just not letting you do what you want?
Yeah, I need a splitter put up high, and I've lined it up on one of the axes, but the other one I cannot just. Wait, does it? Why do you give me?
Uh-oh.
It gives me the nudge options, but then tells me the building can't be nudged. It just like slap me in the face with shenanigans. That's incredibly rude.
I think something might be broken with this train. It got stuck at the path signal and wouldn't go.
I mean, I can't blame it. I wouldn't want to go either. But that's me. I just want to be a pain to you, so it's kind of how I roll.
Well, I may have to figure something else out for this one.
Oh my goodness, I think I actually have this working the way I want it to.
Oh my.
Listen, I'm proud of this accomplishment. So because this
I've got
took some
sulfur boiling.
finagling.
Sulfur is working. Nitrogen should be on its way. And let's see what happens with the nitrogen return.
Ooh, I could do that.
So it made it
I
out
might,
just fine. I think the problem might be
the user.
path signaling on an incline.
I
The path up here.
I still blame the user. I think this is user error we're looking at.
There is probably problem exists between. What is it? Problem exists between.
PEPCAC. Problem exists between user and computer and keyboard and user. Keyboard and user.
I don't know these things by heart. Trains.
Oh, I'm sorry. PEPCAC. Problem exists between keyboard and chair. That's what it is. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Something.
Yes.
The person.
Something that definitely. Yes. Yes. They also refer to that as a wetware issue, which is most common the problems. I might have had a user, we'll say, that is in charge of a lot of people that called me and said, I can't log into my computer. And I said, okay, great. Let's see what we can do for you. She's like, it's sporadic. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I'm like, okay, let's just do this real slow. We'll get there. There's multi-factor authentication in place. So user goes, and it turned out they were inputting the token number for their MFA into their password field. And we discovered that that does not work, which is really wild. But it was
really didn't understand 2FA.
Well, honestly, that's not the worst problem we've had. They were trying, they were polite about it too. I've had some people do that, but be rather rude.
Well, that's
and leave me scratching my head of, you couldn't get into your computer, and somehow this is my problem.
I saw this one this week. I was getting my computer fixed. There was an issue with my work computer, so I took it to our help desk. And they were really helpful. They were really great. I commend them. While I was there, someone else came by with their computer, and they said they couldn't log in. They haven't logged in over a year to their laptop, and they needed to use it.
Okay.
And they had been removed from the system because they hadn't logged in, or that login had been removed from the system because they hadn't logged in over a year, and they were cool with that part. But then they said, well, it'll probably take about an hour to re-image it. You can come back and pick it up. And they were like, an hour? I was like thinking to myself, which I wish I would have said, you didn't use it for a year, and you're worried about an hour. Man.
I love people. Did I ever tell you that?
Do you, though?
No, in fact, I do not. I've seen those problems.
Yeah, they were legit freaking out about it, and I'm just like, this doesn't feel like an issue.
Well, if you don't, the same thing. Like I know my mechanic can say the same thing to me. I have my truck that is sitting in the yard and it's dying slowly, mostly because it just sits there. So rot and other things are going to continue to be a problem on it. But knowing that, I can't get mad when something goes wrong.
Uh-huh.
I go, okay, and then I fix my problem. So it's the same thing with the computers. You need to use them every once in a while. They get cranky. They're computers, so they're cranky to begin with.
Uh-huh.
Was this a Windows or a Mac?
This is Windows.
Yeah. I will say after I hate Macs, in case that's not painfully clear, but reimaging them is quite prompt. I will confess this.
I put this in the wrong place. Dang it.
That doesn't surprise me either. I'm relatively happy with how this has come to be. The fuel, or whatever we're using for fuel here, distribution system is nearly. Oh no, it is complete. Look at that. All drone points are belted up, except for 3 things that looks ugly, and there's nothing I can do about it. And that makes me sad.
Aw.
I mean, you'd see if you were over there. It's disappointing.
I believe you.
I'm glad you can believe that I'm disappointing. That's
That you're
makes me feel good.
disappointed? Yes, I
Yeah.
can believe you're disappointed.
It's way to bring it back. Good.
I'm being attacked.
I mean, to be fair, you probably deserved it.
They didn't fill out the appropriate paperwork.
What paperwork was that? To attack you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just wanted to chainsaw a tree. I did not fill out the paperwork for chainsawing trees, so, you know. I guess it's not fair.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with Greta Thunberg then. She's gonna come over and scold you.
Dang it.
I would find that amusing. Mostly because I just want to see you scolded.
You should meet my wife. Ba-dum-tsh.
I feel like she doesn't do that enough. Like, she definitely probably needs some lessons in scolding you.
Yeah, she doesn't really do that.
Yeah. So I missed a drone port. All right, I'm very happy. I think this looks kind of neat, if not a little rubber stampy. But I just don't like there's gaps in the belt because we can't. Oh, can I? If I put, well, if I wanted valves, as it were, on belts, I could do that with a smart splitter, couldn't I? And just have no output selected.
Yeah, you could have no output selected and nothing will come out of that. Yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
That works. It's about the only way you can do anything remotely like that. You're gonna run into that.
I mean, it's just mildly annoying that that's the case.
Yeah, that would be a very good, feature. Just to have a conditional logic splitter. I don't really know how you would program logic, but it's a good feature, in my opinion. What is that up there? Oh, some weird blinking. All right, I'm gonna do one. I think coal is the first thing. That we have in that train's in the receiving station. Dang it.
That's right. You'd be upset.
I am upset.
Good.
I have
Brings me
to
joy.
push this out one more. And bring it on around.
I am much happier now. All the belts at least look connected, even though I've had to put makeshift valves in. I'm content. So now I'm going to ask you if you have my batteries ready yet.
No, I'm still working on rocket fuel. I need the rocket fuel so I can power the everything in the world plant.
Mm-hmm.
Battery.
So what you're saying is, I know get drones now.
Yeah, but you don't have anything to deliver yet either, so you shouldn't really complain.
I'm going to complain about everything. I'm a millennial. I don't want to be.
Is that true? Are you a millennial?
No. I'm gonna claim to be a zennial
I don't know
because
what any of this means.
it's words. They mean nothing.
I think I might be Gen X.
You probably are.
I exist, despite my better judgment.
Why do we have flashing? Why are you breaking the world over there? What is this?
I don't know. I have to go
Copper
back and.
Mimic Copperface is broken.
Yeah,
Who
I
else is
gotta.
broken? Why am I?
Okay. So this
The
is
Penny
quickly
Soda
becoming
Express?
fixed trains live
Oh,
on
now
stream.
there's 6. Now there is 6. We've got a train catastrophe
Are they crashed or just waiting?
waiting.
Okay.
The tooltip does not pop up fast
Okay.
enough.
I think somehow
Waiting.
the new stuff that I put in confused the pathing.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. Is it complaining? Signal loops into itself.
Yeah, the signals should not loop into themselves. You don't want that.
Nope. I think I'm gonna have to rebuild this entire interchange. Great.
I don't know why you didn't build it right in the first place.
Yeah, I know. Because I thought maybe I could just build it wrong, and it would be right.
No. I don't think that's how that works.
Start over with that. Well, as I discovered last time, it seems like if you build train intersections on curved surfaces, they do not work right, or at least path signals. Now I got a whiny dog again. Hello, whiny dog. Come here. I don't know what you want. What do you want from me? So I'm going to try to build this more better.
Well, you should totally build it more better. Chainsaw's not going to help you there. It feels like the right tool, but it's definitely not the right tool.
For building things better?
Right.
I believe that.
It's a very early stage building things better tool. But Sawzall is probably far more effective. If you plan to build back.
Hello, dog. Hi. What's up? Do you need lots of attention? Is that what this
Yes.
is? Lots and lots and lots of attention? He does. He
I
does.
wanted attention once. Then I immediately regretted it. Because then people paid attention to me, and I did not like it.
Wait, that's not where I want those to go. Dog was distracting me. What is that noise? Okay, that will work.
What was what noise? Was I making noise?
You were making noise, man.
I wasn't getting a drink. That's not what happened. You're imagining things. Weird having skylights in my house now. That evil sun has ways in.
I don't like that thing.
It's a big ball of fire that I don't trust.
This did not help. I still think it loops back on itself.
I do want to submit it for a Guinness World Record, though.
What's that?
Longest lasting explosion in our solar system.
It's been going strong for a while now.
That's what I mean. It's the longest explosion in our solar system. Guinness World Record could be. It could be my big claim to fame.
Oh, I think I got it. I just used my own advice.
What the hell was that?
What?
What? It's riding the train. That's okay. So it does not care about hitting critters, just other trains. Everything goes through it when it's a problem. Interesting.
I like it a lot. Okay. So now that I have that resolved, next step is coal. Now, what's a good name for a coal train? I mean, other than coal train.
Well, I mean, coal is rocks. Or coal is a rock, rather.
I named it Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Okay.
Do you know the reference?
No, I do not. Tell me, Grandpa, what's the reference?
Well, when I was a young man,
You called the
P. Coltrane.
You
Roscoe P. Coltrane's was loyal companion on the Dukes of Hazzard was a basset hound named Flash. He was one of the police guys on the Dukes of Hazzard show. Roscoe P. Coltrane. I like to say his name, but this is Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Okay.
And now you know.
That's. I don't know that I do, but that's fine.
You ever watched the Dukes of Hazzard?
I have not.
I have not enough water right now. Max, I'm gonna need you to be useful and bring me some water. Okay?
Are you saying that the Dukes of Hazzard was worth watching? I should go back and do this?
I'm not gonna say that. Specifically because I was very young when this show was on the air. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but that was when I was very young.
What the hell is this? There's just an engine rolling around?
Is that just an engine? Where?
It's the Pioneer Express.
Oh yeah, that's the one for you to get from place to place.
Okay.
That's so you can travel to places automatically. You just muck with its timetable, and it'll take you where you want to go.
Maybe I'm a bit of a plebe, but I just built a train, drove it, then disassembled.
Such a plebe.
clearly. I feel that way. But understandably, if it's got a lens on it that it doesn't hold up to today's shows, I get it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's a bit
I mean,
outdated.
I'm trying to remember the name of the Irish show that I watched with the pastors. Father Ted. It came out in the 90s. It was worth watching, but it was no Battlestar Galactica or The Office or some other major show, but it was an
Didn't like
experience.
The
And
Office.
what?
I thought you didn't like The Office for some reason.
No, I like The Office. I mean, once I got past Michael Scott in the first couple seasons, it was worth it. But
yeah, you have to.
Because that was painful.
Yeah, he's pretty painful.
He
They
developed
tried
as a
something,
character.
It didn't really work well. There we go. Okay. This is a better exchange than what I had. Is it a great exchange? I doubt it. But it works. And it's got path signals. And people can go where they want. Or trains. If Roscoe
Cut down
P.
that
Coltrane
poor tree.
comes back.
No, the poor tree. Oh my God.
You don't even know that tree.
That was Bert. Bert was a spruce.
I don't think it's a spruce. It's on an alien planet.
Bert liked to travel. You don't know.
I don't know. You're right. I can't argue with that logic. All right. Did you say the name of this train station?
What does this train station do? What is this train station?
This is the one that picks up coal. I named it
Okay.
West Virginia. I'm getting better. Can't say these are good names.
No,
I think I am getting
that's
better.
not terrible. Like Centralia would have been good as well.
To that, I don't know the reference there. So.
So you remember the game Silent Hill?
Oh, is that the burning town? I do know about this. I just didn't know the name of it. If that's the case.
Yes, Centralia is the town that's been on fire since the 1950s. I given it's all underground and just gas escapes up. It's
right.
It's pretty. I went there once. It was worth a trip once just to experience it and try to understand all the craziness.
Conceptually, yeah, interesting thing. Cautionary tale, whatnot.
It's freak accident is more like it. Like, okay, burning a town dump. Today's standards, everyone would cry, and we'd have to deforest an acre of trees for the amount of tissues used if somebody did that. But as that was common practice, who'd you think that the fire would have spread underground into coal mine and set an entire coal mine ablaze? I wouldn't have guessed that.
I would not have either. All right. We will now be producing coal. Thank you for coming to... Oh, these are crappy. There should be enough coal. Did I do a 1? A Mark 1? That's a Mark 2? Oh.
Why are you so crappy? My God. I don't even know why I play with you.
That's a good question. Okay, this one has some stuff. So, okay, pure node. Okay, so there's one pure node here. Oh, you know what I gotta do since these are uneven?
Drugs?
No, I gotta build an equalizer.
Okay.
I did this before. It broke your brain. I like breaking your brain. It's really fun.
I was really tired at that point. I'm a little more resilient now, but not terribly.
All right, we'll start with a conveyor splitter. Right. build a splitter. We're going to build another splitter on top of it. And then we're going to switch over to a merger. Give it some space. Build another merger. Now what I want is this bottom input split 2 ways. And I want part of it, half of it to go into one merger, and half of it to go in a different merger. And then the top one, I want it to go into the same merger that the bottom one went into, and then to this one. And then we're going to run one of these into one of the splitters and one of them into the other splitters. And now what I should have, once this levels out a little bit, is I should have an equal output on both of these belts, which is the combination of 600 and 150. So 750 split 2 ways.
Okay.
But without having to merge it, because if I tried to merge those, it might not fit on the belt. This may be a bad example because I can't remember what it is, but would 750? Yeah, 750 would have fit on on that belt. So I am wrong.
Okay.
But
I mean, that's my favorite part.
The part where I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the concept. I'm gonna change this up and make it go into industrial storage.
This you're producing
But
20
it's
seconds.
a really useful technique when you want to break your brain.
What?
Or when I want to break your brain.
Why would you have this underclocked?
Which one? Where? Who?
Oh, you've got 100 screws coming into something that's requiring 40 of them per minute. And you have 100 screws going in and you have it underclocked to that.
Gotcha.
Or reinforced iron plating, and I don't know why. So I'm just
gonna... probably because we just did it a long time ago and I was like, I only want to consume that much.
Okay, well, I just dumped it back up to 100 because it's actively like producing and doing stuff here. Because, well, I don't know why, because that path is filled too.
If it did everything right, and the likelihood of that is slim.
So, another thing that we were talking about that I have not done. Well, I guess I could. Well, that can get deconstructed. It's kind of what the hell is this? We talked about taking the starter factories and getting rid of them and supersizing them, as it were.
Right. And I think you did
concrete.
Last one, you did the concrete, and for just as a concrete supply, it's fine. It's done, right? And we just didn't get the copper and the iron from over there doing that either. I'd also like to do the steel area, and I want all of your coal that's in the coal plant, but I feel really bad about removing all of your coal. So I think maybe I'll just find another place to get coal.
Well, I'm currently dismantling your area of production for concrete, first half.
Oh, good.
Which
that does need to go away.
I'm gonna have so much garbage in my inventory.
Oh, that was perfect. Did you see that?
No.
You were not looking. I was rebuilding these tracks so that they would be all flat and line up properly. And the train was coming. And I built the track just in time for it to switch and actually make it to the track that I built. So like the track was rendering in as the train was driving over it. It was very cool.
So what you're telling me is you like Dudley Do Right, save the day at the last possible moment.
Yes.
God for you, Walt. I tell you, where would this world be without you?
Aren't you excited that you're my friend?
Yes. Yes, I am.
My inventory's got a lot of crap in it. I got a lot of wood and I got a lot of grass from all this chainsawing.
Do you know what I enjoy?
No.
Missed opportunity. But what I enjoy
A sleigh
is
ride. I like a sleigh ride. See, if you see, you know what I like, I'd have been on it.
Yeah. But the container that just goes directly into a sink, and I could walk up and dump whatever I want into it.
I mean,
I like
you can
those
build
containers.
that. You can build that. It's definitely buildable.
I mean, yeah, it's very.
We had one. I just removed it.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, I see drones on the map. That's cool. Drones. So the sulfur from that is full.
I'm gonna break the rules here and leave your floating containers of concrete until this container is empty.
Oh, okay. You're running it into a.
It's running into two-dimensional depots. We have 6 dimensional depots funneling concrete into us right now.
Wow.
Right? I feel like that's a bit much, but you know.
I think the first coal delivery has arrived. I'll have to check. Oh no, there's rock fuel in here, so we got some coal. We're getting enough sulfur. We're getting enough nitrogen. So now, this plant is making a lot of stuff, and it's got a bunch of compacted coal that it needs to do something with.
Is it making chlorophyll?
No.
Doesn't sound like much of a plant, then, does it?
No, it's a terrible plant.
Right.
Perhaps it is more like a mushroom.
I mean, if you say so.
And I need not a man, I need an awesome sink. Is that gonna work? No.
I wouldn't let it work either.
Dang it. Please explain to me how this is your fault.
Mostly because it's not. And I didn't stop you from screwing up what you've screwed up. Does that jive?
Sounds reasonable.
Wow. There's a lot of iron over here.
I think this might work.
God, is there more?
This works.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I don't need that.
And you're looking for max production on this iron, aren't you? Like,
yeah,
full tilt.
Eventually, we'll want it. So if you're overclocking it now completely, then you're going to want to double what your capacity is for what you're consuming, because then when we upgrade to Mark III, we'll want that.
There are 6 normal iron nodes here.
Yeah, so those I think are going to be 600 apiece. I think. Coupons.
Many coupons, in fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop stuff off that I don't need. Do you want some packaged turbo fuel for anything?
At the moment, no. We don't have Mark III miners yet, do we?
Nope. It's close. Well, all right. So now I have each one of these is 150, and there are 12 of them. So we have 1,800 rocket fuel. Aren't you excited?
Oh, I'm terribly excited. Like I don't even have words. Just I'm blown away. Why does that feel wrong? What? Why
That's what
does
she said.
240? That can't be right.
4.167.
This has got to be without overclocking.
So we can create 431 rocket fuel plants. 431. I think though that is not overclocked. So yeah. So we'll divide that by 2.5. 172 rocket fuel power plants. How do you like that?
You know, I don't know. I'm kind of cranky. It's just me.
What's the matter?
I would just like a darn chart. Like, I just want the output numbers of a Mark III miner so I could build for when we upgrade these to Mark III miners that are over, like, the high watermark of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
It
no
depends on the
good
material
reference.
too. Yeah.
I understand that. And then the node. So I'm looking for normal iron nodes. And I don't see a chart that tells me nicely.
I should probably make
Because,
you a chart.
well, I'm in here. Default extraction rate is 240 resources per minute. So on a normal node, a Mark III miner would do that base. I should multiply that by 0.25? Is that
2.5 if you're overclocked.
2 point? Okay, right. Okay, that's okay. So then
So
maybe I'm okay.
I do know that a pure iron node generates, if you've completely overclocked it,
Should be 600.
if it's a pure iron node, it'll give you 1200. I believe iron gives you 1200.
Okay. So an iron on a normal node should give me 600 when it's overclocked.
Yeah, it goes by halves.
Okay. See, I just want the like, I want a mock interface. Like, give me a virtual machine for each of these buildings so I could input things and see what the math would be. Like a specialty calculator, as it were.
Hey, look at
I
that.
would like that. What?
Check out what I'm building. That's totally supposed to be that way, right?
Looks fine to me.
You can't turn it. Bring it all the way over.
It's good enough. It's good enough for government work. Okay. There's going to be a great expressway of belts over here. I'm not sure how I feel about, but will exist.
All right.
Partner, you gonna keep on rolling?
Yep. So this should be support 57 power supply. We'll start with 1. from there.
All right. So like I have to build the building, and then I can sit here and play with it and figure out what my recipes are, which rabble. I haven't complained about that yet. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a lot of iron, sir.
Yep, that's the plan.
Oh my god. I'm at a bit of a loss here, but well, actually, I'm sorry. Maybe confused for a second, but yeah, my pumps are still pumping things up really high and probably shouldn't be, and I don't understand
Sounds like
why they are.
Yep. I think it's a bug. Or maybe your water extractors are just really awesome.
Something like that. Extractors. Oh, this math.
I like math though. All right.
This is not the math I like.
The production here is at 5,000 megawatts. What's the production outside of here right now? If you're near a
What are you doing? You need power pole readings? Is that what you're telling me?
What's our production numbers? I mean, I can do it in a minute. But...
Production is 9k megawatts about. Actually, we're going on and off battery.
Oh, good.
We might have taken it to the limit. Yeah, we're not far onto battery, but we're riding the edge of the battery, kicking on and off. Our max consumption is 32k megawatts.
What about now?
It's a little bit better. I mean, the true hero is still the coal plant, but
well, I just jumped up by 5,000.
Yes, a measly 5,000.
5,
yeah, yeah, it was a measly 5,000. Considering the coal plant was getting you the rest of the way. Just saying.
I don't think it's the coal plant.
You know, it's an important bedrock of our society here. Just saying.
I'm barely using what we're producing though. It's only 8 out of the 150 that we need. So we're definitely covering our current usage.
To keep up with one Mark III extractor at full till, I'm going to need 7 refineries processing its ore.
That's per, right?
Yes. So I'm going to need 35 refineries up here. Oy. That's a lot.
But I think I can check off rocket fuel.
I mean, I guess you can, yeah. If you like X's and boxes, if you're that kind of guy.
I totally do. You're on to me.
This is,
So here's all the stuff. So these are creating diluted fuel using creating fuel using the diluted fuel recipe, which is really nice. This is all being fueled from the one coal or one crude oil thing that you get when you unlock the big pump. So this is all one big pump. And I'm pretty sure the 150 something whatever power plants will probably push us through the rest of the game once we get them all built, which I'm not going to build them all now.
Hey, how come you don't build them all now?
Because it's the same thing over and over again. If I want the same thing over and over again, I can watch commercials on TV or on Hulu or whatever. Then it's only 2 recipes, right? So you go from fuel to rocket fuel. And my nitrogen is not coming through. I wonder if I have enough. So it's definitely consuming it. I wonder if I'm not delivering enough. We'll figure it out. And then, I mean, that goes straight into rocket fuel, but you have to get in the sulfur and the coal. But now that we have the sulfur and the coal, you have to rocket fuel and you have to consume your compacted coal. I actually built an extra depot on the end of this, so if we do want compacted coal taken somewhere else for whatever reason, we can do it from here. But I haven't wired it up yet because right now I just want to dump it, get rid of it, and have it be out of the way.
You're just dumping perfectly good compacted coal?
Right, for now, yeah. Because otherwise it backs up and we don't get any more power. But we're generating way more fuel than this can consume right now.
Let me ask you this. You're near water. You have compacted coal in excess you need to get rid of.
Yeah, you could burn it at coal, but it's not going to contribute a significant amount. I was thinking for other recipes it might be useful to have it.
But if you're going to sink it anyway or dump it, why not gain the power off it at a marginal cost?
Yeah, it'll probably be a net gain in power, but I know that coal doesn't generate a ton of power compared to the rocket fuel, so it's going to just get drowned out.
Well, yes, but if you look at it in the sense you need it to burn and go away, so
right, you're getting something for it instead of just
well, it's enabling all of your oil or your fuel production then.
Potentially.
I mean, a little more than potentially, but okay.
Well, there are alternate recipes, so let's go into compacted coal, and I don't know how many we have. There are alternate recipes that use it. So black powder, you can make steel ingots, so that might be useful. Like, it's a slightly better recipe in terms of part usage. It's slow, but you can get by with using that. If you need to make turbo fuel for your ammunition over there, that's one place that you can get it. I know we're bringing it from over there back, and then there's an alternate turbo fuel. So it's used in a few recipes, but I think, yeah, you're right. Burning it or sinking it, burning it might provide more utility.
It just seems less ridiculous. Does that track? Like,
I don't know, you mean ridiculous as in, like, you think it's wasteful?
Like, yeah, it feels like a government program.
Maybe.
just getting rid of it seems like the government program. Like you have it there, you've produced it, you don't have anything else to do with it. You might get pennies on the dollar for it compared to your main product, but it's still pennies of an income.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking if you could do something with it, like making the turbo fuel for the ammo, it might be useful for that. Was why I just ran it to the sink for now. Because if I do the power supply, I'm going to have to build however many coal plants, which I can just stick out over here to be fine. There's plenty of room for it. So, yeah. I want to know what the problem with my fuel is, though. So I thought I was being tricky, and I thought to myself, this should not work. Go the other way. And maybe I was right. Maybe it does not work. I was trying to put a pump on the side, right? So that it would pump up. I'm going to get rid of it because clearly it's not doing anything.
Oh, you should get rid of it because it's not doing anything.
So I put this pump here. And I'm expecting it to pump all the stuff up because it claims it's pumping all the stuff up. And put it on power. And paint it a decent color. Although that red did look kind of good with that yellow, to be honest. And so this is not getting enough. Now, I expected this would not work, physically speaking, right? If this was a real physical pump, it would not be able to pump all of that up, all of these. So I think the 50 meters is cumulative based on all of the things that you have. So I'm going to try it a different way with just the Mark 1 pumps. I may leave these red. I think that looks really cool. What do you think, Fed?
I don't. It gets me in trouble.
Correct.
Okay. I don't know. Stuff looks okay. Is your pump pumping? Because if your pump's not pumping, your pump probably should be pumping.
The pump was not pumping. Am I pumping my pump? Nope.
Did you try doing it the right way and not creating a problem? Because I thought you were on the gray line, not the...
Well, the fuel is the thing that's not filling up. Sometimes it just breaks. See, now it's going. I don't really understand that. People have been complaining about it on Reddit. I've seen a lot. I mean, it just screws up. So let's see if the same thing is going on here. If I rebuild this, will you start getting nitrogen? No. That might also.
No, I wouldn't get. I wouldn't get nitrogen if you wanted me to. Like that's not.
Oh, that is my fault. Yeah, you actually have to hook up the pipes. Who would have thought?
Man, did I tell you that I went to the convenience store the other day?
No.
And I had the most outrageous comment leveled at me.
No.
I went in there and I asked him for a cup of coffee. You know, I'm like, hey, can I have some ice for this coffee? Like, told me no. I'm like, what? You mean I gotta drink this coffee hot? Just. That's what your comment sounded like. I want you to know that. Pipes aren't connected, they don't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was aware of that.
Okay.
I just forgot to do it. I missed it when I put them in. But now they're all hooked up. Now to consume all of the rocket fuel forever. Oh, this one's producing. So we're at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
We're very nearly done.
I don't
This
feel like
seems
I've
to be
accomplished
self-sustaining. So let's
a great
go
deal.
see what Fed didn't do. Where are you? You near the home base?
Yes. Just two. Actually,
Rocket power. I feel accomplished. I mean, I definitely built I built the factory off camera, but I got all my trains wired up. You know how much I love trains.
well, it's true. You do appreciate a good train. It is. It's what all your boyfriends told me. That's right. I'm glad you didn't correct me on that because that's factual.
I wasn't worthy of a response.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Whatever you need to tell yourself. Well, I could just do that. Why am I doing that?
Such drones. Oh, look at that. That is cool, my friend.
I was relatively happy with that. Yes.
This one is your fuel drone, right?
I can't see which one
Space
you're at.
Elevator Fuel Depot.
Yes. They should all be named.
Yep. And so you're outputting
Bob.
into
To the bottom track.
to a splitter,
Mm-hmm. Back in,
back end.
as you said.
Yep. I would do maybe a smart splitter, but that's the only difference I see here.
Oh.
How did I build a smart splitter in the exact same spot? So I would make that a smart splitter and then do an overflow. That way everything just comes through here. And another thing you can do would be a merger, priority merger on this. So you do have the
It's a splitter, so it fuels itself.
yeah, and that's fine. That one's okay.
I mean, if you want to change that one to a smart splitter, go for it.
And then this is running fuel to be everywhere.
That was the one that was a pain in the butt for me to place.
Mm.
Big pain in the butt.
So I build a battery factory with a drone port that delivers batteries here.
Yes.
And these all start working. And
pretty much. They're not set to anywhere, so they'll just sit there.
Right. We don't even have
But
the
that
factories
is
built for them yet. It's still very cool. And they're all running in. So nice. I like it.
And then I've gotten one leg of the refinery process done, which I'm going to do the math off one node. Ugh.
The color is wrong. What was that? It's not. Did I save that?
See, what a foreman.
I mean, I did it. It's my fault. I'm fixing it.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
No.
I don't know if these just are taking a while to fill up with water, but now they're not pumping up, and I've done the same thing.
Maybe they fixed the bug. And you just had to look at them to mess it up.
No, I'm inspecting this other one and it seems fine.
Right now, all my reds, I think, are the same color. It's important. Da, 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 da.
Man, I guess these need pumps. That's lame.
All right, so you're running these into these two depots, and you're just going to wait for all of it to eventually expire. That's the plan.
Pretty much.
Cool. I can get on board with that plan. I'm going to do something, though.
Drugs?
Nope. I'm going to relocate them over to where the rest of this is.
I guess. I mean, whatever. Oh, we only have Mark 1 pump. Oh, no, we do have Mark 2 pumps. Okay.
So I brought everything back. And we'll do one of you. Two of you. And to make this go faster, put all my crap here.
Okay, they still don't have one? Why? Oh,
Here we go.
there's some water. No water in the factory yet. What are you doing there?
I'm just looking at what you got.
Mm-hmm.
See, I just moved those things. Ugh.
Aw, what? Man,
What is this?
Why?
Why does this happen? Like right at the end? I don't even know where they are.
Man, I tell you.
Where are they?
They are on the way to Lake City from the coast. South of us on the coast.
Sorry, I'm trying to turn off resources, and now I have lost where resources are. Turn on
Well,
trains.
Coppery McCopperface is on its way that way. So we're going to see if a third train adds to the equation.
Well, it'll probably stop if it'll just get blocked.
Yeah, it looks like it got stopped. And faster fossil fury. Faster fossil fuel fury. Blah. Air mostly. Jesus, that's just wrong. But okay.
Hey, you can rename it if you want to. Just give it a better name. Where are these crashing? Fed, why are you crashing my trains?
I don't know how or why they crashed. I'm curious to see how, because those are the two stopped trains that didn't crash. Well, Malt's jankiness again, because the rails aren't crossing on a level surface.
Yeah, but these aren't even trying to be a path signal, so I don't know why it would be like this. Alright, I'll get this one out of here. So these are saying signal loops in on itself, which I don't fully understand.
Well, clear your congestion first.
Yep. I think what I might do clear my congestion first.
Oh, but you keep crashing.
I know. So it's like this one is just refusing to admit that there's a train here. That's the problem.
Well, get in copper face and back him down the hill a bit and park him.
Yeah,
Let the other two pass. Yeah, because that's really all you need. You just park them there for a second.
I see what the issue is, I think. Yeah, it's another I need a flat exchange thing.
It's a what?
I need another flat exchange here.
I told you.
But what I'm going to do instead, after I get rid of this tree, the tree was the problem, Fed.
Why do you hate nature?
I don't hate nature.
Why? You're a bad person.
The tree was definitely the problem. It wasn't me. We're just gonna.
I want to believe.
Send these off this way.
Can we then drag race trains? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Now I'm going to try to do a flatter intersection here. So that this joins. Yeah, I don't like that.
Can you? I would say if you did that but raised it up, you might be looking all right. Can you wait? Stop spinning. Can you turn to your right there with your trestle bridge there? Can you duplicate that to the right?
Like a second one?
Yes.
Like there?
Is that well? Yeah, but make it level to.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have to do some.
There you go. Now see if you can just connect the rails.
Yeah, I'll probably just.
Don't chainsaw your train.
I do what I want. Oh, it has no power. It's moving. Claims it has no power though.
I mean, it says it's consuming 21 megawatts. I wonder if that's just inherent in the rails, or you just release the brake and you're rolling backwards.
Maybe.
It'd be entertaining.
Yeah, I can't do it because there's a train on there.
I mean, call me crazy, but if you middle click the mouse and place the train somewhere else, does it retain the same schedule and name?
I don't think so. I just need to give it power so that I can move it. So I'm doing a bad thing in order to move it.
It's unacceptable.
I didn't like it either, man. I felt gross.
Yeah, you're gross.
That could be true.
Yeah, look at your floating bridge. You just do whatever you want. You don't care.
It's about time you figured that out.
Yeah, if only that was it.
I can only do one thing at a time, man.
I'm just so proud of you for taking my thought without disbelieving in me.
Oh, I always disbelieve in you.
I know. I can't believe you let the trains crash. Like, what kind of person are you?
Bad?
Yes.
See, when I saw where it was, I was going to assume it was the train coming off of this that ran into it. Like, I really was expecting it to be this incoming train, not the one from over here. Oh, this is awful. I don't like this. This has got to move. I got to move that.
So picky.
Oh, yeah, no. All right. That's a bit more to my liking. There we go. Tracktastic.
I mean, if you say so, I think it's okay.
It's functional.
I mean, sort of.
Also, don't think I have enough signaling on this branch of the tracks. See, those are working. Path signal working as expected. Path signal working. Block signal working as expected. Excuse me. Block signals do their thing. I can probably convert this to a path and not hurt anybody. Except I can't.
Well, because you're a bad person. I thought we covered that. I really like that whenever I log out, it kills my jetpack. I like that feature.
I get the impression you don't like that feature, though. Am I wrong?
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest.
See, this is about honesty. I want you to say how you really feel, okay?
I don't know that you do.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I unfortunately know that I am. Yes.
And we'll have to fix all of this.
Yes, we'll have to fix. Yes, yes.
And by that I mean me.
No, I mean, to be fair,
I was using the royal we or something.
Mm-hmm. Usually the royalty complains when you go and grab them like that.
I don't want to hate that.
I've seen some things. I've done some stuff.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Been worse.
Oh, I did put some blocks up here. I'll add another just to give it a few more segments in case I add something in the future. Up the train capacity or something. All right. Is this better? I think it's better.
I mean, it probably can't be much worse.
Oh, man.
Listen, I understand, but I want to keep you honest. Because you're my friend, and I don't like you.
That seems right.
I mean, yeah.
That would.
Hopefully, it at least feels
Oh,
right.
oh. They should have just run into each other, but they did not.
Uh,
I think I will
Give it a minute.
move that one. Give it more time to stop. So, put it there. Let's see if that works. So it comes off that hill, flying. It'll be coming around the mountain, super fast. Just goes down the dips.
Well, I mean, that's what I want in my trains. You know, just hauling ass and taking names.
Yep.
Provided you gave it a good name, that is.
I did not.
Let's see.
That's air mostly.
I mean, it bothers me because it's just wrong.
And I have to leave it. If it bothers you, then I'm leaving it.
I mean, you could have at least called it like air and locomotion. Yeah, it's better, but I don't know. I like air and locomotion a lot better. Just...
I don't know why that train doesn't enter the intersection. I mean, all of this is only allowing one train up here at a time, so maybe that's the problem. But that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, because it can't get the path up here. That's right. Okay. That should fix that. So the trains don't get stopped there.
I have a complaint about your Mark V belts.
What is your complaint about my Mark V belts?
When you ride them, you move faster than the belt does.
Oh, that's no good. So you get like a visual belt moving backwards?
Yes, I'm moving faster than the belt. Yes.
Wow. That's not good. All right. So we got rocket fuel going. Recap. Rocket fuel works. Fed's hard at work building lots of resources. Did a really good job setting up drones. Diagnosed some train issues. Hopefully got them working better. And let's real quickly look at our hub upgrades to see what we should do for next time. I think my preference would be leading edge production, which is supercomputers and fused modular frames, which we don't have yet. We can create them, I think. Maybe not supercomputers yet. Oh, we can. So we've unlocked supercomputers and we have unlocked the frames. So this is probably the next thing to do.
For now, I think I'm going to sink all your iron ingots up here. Because I don't know what else to do with them. And I'm capable of producing them. But I'm just going to rack up points.
Delete them, but yeah.
Well, no, like
we'll give you too much, but yeah.
The 1100 worth?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the stuff I built up here. I got one node going to the
I see it.
refineries. So I have one node going to the refineries, and I was just going to. Wow, that's an arc. I'm just going to pipe it all into the sink because I don't have the machines over here yet. So I'm just going to rack up points for it.
Why do you have all these
Although,
extra belts here?
because there's 2 other nodes over there that I haven't got to working with yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like I didn't want to go back and do the work again. I'm a crazy person, sir. I mean, those are working.
Yeah, just I was looking at it. So like these are completely backed up, and then these,
No, what do you mean they're completely backed up?
like they're completely backed up in the
Oh,
limestone.
they weren't. They weren't before. They
And
were
then
not
these
backed up
are only
before.
consuming the 120. It may be the outputs. Right, so you're merging. This
I mean,
seems
I
right.
could crank these up to 100% and get them really cooking.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a supply imbalance.
You'd be in imbalance.
Thanks.
It's fine.
So
Mm-hmm.
normal, normal, normal. They should all be supplying the same. And they're
Yeah,
all being
should be.
consumed the same. So
Mm-hmm.
why is this behaving any differently?
Because we don't like you. I feel like that's the answer here.
I just did a thing.
Uh
Let's see if I can mess this up.
huh. You unless that one's just maybe it didn't get power shards, so it's not at maximum production.
That's
Even
fine.
though
Let
it
me go
should have been,
check.
scoped to get you stuck on a tree. I don't know what to say. You're gonna cut down a tree just because you got yourself stuck. You're a bad person.
It shouldn't have let me do that. So this is generating 120. Let's drop some. This is generating 120. I think I found one problem.
Hmm.
This belt.
Probably a
Says,
few belts, yeah. Those are.
yeah.
Those
But
don't
I
even
don't
look
think
like
that's
Mark V belts.
causing. Some of them are 5 and some of them are 4.
Hmm.
I don't think that's causing what I'm seeing here, but I'm gonna drop the whole thing to Mark 5 and see what happens. I mean, it shouldn't matter because you're already at the. I mean, you're way below what these belts will deliver. Aw, I fell down. All right, we're at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna
Yeah,
upgrade some
you're gonna leave it
belts
on
and then.
your deforestation for convenience. You're a bad person, and you should feel bad. My
You know,
goodness.
I just don't.
Yeah, you thought it would be
These,
me, but it's you. It's a you thing.
it's
Shame on you.
God, they were in the way.
No. Shame. You get shame.
Shame, shame. All right. Well, I still don't really understand why this is doing the thing that it's doing, but I'll accept it and move on.
Mm. Yeah, I don't see you doing that, but
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna figure out why.
mm-hmm.
Because they're all continually producing. It's so weird.
So strange. Right, time to go. You're done. We're done.
Good night.
Later.
Next time.